When I won the Aquinas Medal in 2007 when I was at St. Vincent's, was very special to me. My grandpa was always just expressed how proud of me he was. And to see him, with all his community service, finally get recognized for the things that he's done for everybody is something really special to me, and just so happy for him.
Bob deserves this award because he is the example of a role model that all children should see. Whatever he does, he's always thinking of the kids and how he can help them. I cannot think of a better person to receive the Bishop's Cross than Bob Schmitt.
Parish-wise, Bob is very much dedicated to the shut-ins and the elderly at our parish. There isn't a funeral that he hasn't missed, and he is all about taking bulletins to the shut-ins at Good Shepherd Nursing Home. So he's very much involved in the local community. And in fact, when I was named as the pastor of St. Vincent's, he called me 2 months before I arrived here and said, "I want to be the first person to welcome you here." And that's just Bob.
When I think about Bob Schmitt, the word that comes to mind is prayerful. Bob Schmitt is one of the few people that I can actually know that when I say to him, "Bob, would you say some prayers for me?" that they're going to matter. He's that prayerful. But it's not the professional thing that he did for a living, it's actually just who he is, which makes him stand out in a way that's different than other people.
Bob really liked the idea of getting his brothers together to start the Schmitt Family Fund, which would support the many Catholic interests that his family has had over the years. So actually, Bob and his brother Ray were the first donors into the Schmitt Family Fund. Bishop Schmitt then made an estate plan gift to the fund, which has now taken it to become a 7-figure endowment, which provides scholarship funds to every Catholic school in the Diocese of Wheeling-Charleston. It's hard to believe that this all began from one 5-minute presentation to the Sarah Club at the request of Bob Schmitt, and he has been an advocate of endowment and scholarship funds for Catholic schools since that day.
One thing I've learned about Bob Schmitt is his enthusiasm for sports, that I choose to intentionally stay away from sitting close to Bob at the games for fear that he might rise up out of the seats and blow out one of my eardrums. But Bob is a wonderful individual and very supportive in all of our athletic events at Central.
Well, I retired in December of '89, and my first full day of retirement, my wife said after breakfast, "Get your coat on. Where are we going?" "We're going to church. You're going to sing in the choir with me." It was a funeral choir at Immaculate Conception in Clarksburg, and that was in '89, and I've been involved ever since. We moved here to Wheeling, St. Vincent's, and that was in '91, and she joined the choir here, got me to come, so I've been coming, singing in the choir for 20-some years, and really enjoyed the people, and I think provided a service for the deceased. And then I'm fortunate enough to deliver church bulletins to Good Shepherd, where my wife spent 9.5 years of her life. And I remember when the Bishop Schmitt, started this Bishop's Cross. I've told some people that I've been carrying his cross for a long time, since I was a catcher for him in Little League Baseball. He was a pitcher and I was the catcher. And they called him Ben at that time. He was Big Ben and I was Little Ben when I was 10, 12 years old. I was quite surprised. I don't know who did the nominations, but I've got some suspects around the St. Vincent's and the Wheeling area here about who let me up for that. I'm really, really pleased, but quite surprised that I was recognized for that.